Well, good morning. I'm back again. I am Stella Hewer from EdUnique, the Stress Whisperer. Today I thought I'd like to make a very brief video about Johari's window. Any of you heard of Johari's window? It's one of the most interesting models of understanding human behavior. Now, there are thousands of different models because humans are complex. There's no one model that could explain human behavior. But anyway, Johari's window is a nice user-friendly way of understanding us. So this window, Johari's window, has 4 panes, okay? 4 panes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. The first pane that you see through, that is, let's use myself as an example. The first pane is everything I know about myself and what I tell you and what you know. So these are the things. This is my open window. Now, some people have a small window. They tell you nothing. They have such a small window, and it's not a very healthy way to live where you're hidden behind a fortress. So the first window is what I know and am conscious about myself and what I share with others, and everybody knows. Open window. The next window, those are the things that I know, but you don't know. So those are the things about myself I'm not going to tell you. We all have that kind of window. So we don't tell everybody everything. Okay? But once again, if that window is too large, that there's so much about ourselves that we never speak about or are open about, it will then encroach on our open window. Right, so that's the first and the second window. The third window, now this is where our growth comes in. The third window is called the blind spot. Now, you and I, everybody has blind spots. I mean, how often have you thought to yourself, you know what, that person causes their own problem. You know what, it's so obvious. That's what that person should do. I mean, you see something in them, but they have no idea. Have no idea. One's blind spot. We all have them. But in order to grow, we need to open that window up. We don't want it too big. Because the more blind spots we have, the less functional we are and the less constructive we are in relationships. For example, somebody who's rude and can't communicate well, seldom will they actually know it. But everybody else can see, you know what, that person's arrogant, or they're actually creating the problems in the relationships, but they have no idea. It's a complete blind spot. I have an example to give you of a blind spot I had. And because the thing is, we can only find out what our blind spot is if we're willing to listen to feedback. And it's not so like, we don't always like to hear hard truths about ourselves. Anyway, so one day I'm busy training with a couple of trainers in Port Alfred. And I'm highly stressed. Last minute project I had to do a team build for 130 people. It was a last minute thing because the other service provider pulled out. I had to pull in 4 other facilitators, and we had 3 days to entertain these people. So, and I had to fly in from Cape Town. So yes, I was stressed. It was a difficult assignment. I was stressed. Anyway, I'm so stressed that one day my very good friend, one of the facilitators that was working with me, Chantal, she says to me, Stella, you know, you don't delegate enough. And I go, huh? And I didn't know, I had this weird feeling. I didn't know what to do with this thought. What do you mean I don't delegate enough? Like, I didn't know where to put this. I didn't have a box in my head to put the fact that I don't delegate. Anyway, I didn't say anything at the time because we had this job to do. But that night on the way back to our accommodation, I asked her to please explain to me why she said that. So she, no, well, I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm saying, no, but please tell me, because I said I didn't know where to put it. And probably that's my area of growth. So now if she didn't tell me that, I wouldn't have been conscious of that. It was a blind spot to me. So I was very glad that she did. Right, so that's our blind spot, our third pain. Now the fourth pain is the most interesting. It's a black hole. It's what nobody knows. You don't know what's in that black hole. Nobody else knows what's in that black hole. But the good news is that inside that black hole are our strengths. They're our potential, the talents we might have that we've never discovered. Have you heard anyone say, if that happened to me, I could never deal with it, could not deal with it? And you know what? When it does happen, we find the strength. So we often find our strengths in times of crisis, when we have no choice but to dig deep. And then we discover that we can develop or that we have certain skills. I had the experience with studying. I was a secretary for 20 years. And then I started studying through UNISA. And anyway, one thing led to another. And I discovered, because my husband said to me, what am I hoping to accomplish? I said, I don't know. I just want to be ready if the occasion arises. I don't know. But in one moment, when I walked into the HIV/AIDS educational building in East London and I saw what was available, I immediately knew what I needed to do for education. It all came to me. And I have since then learned that I love teaching, facilitating, and I can design things. I can design educational materials. I can conceive how to put information over. Now, if I didn't study, that was something I would never have discovered. So the good news is that black hole could be our salvation going through COVID-19 and coming out the other side. What's in your black hole? What's in mine? We're going to have to dig deep to find those strengths and to build resilience. Right, that's my story for today. I am Stella, the Stress Whisperer, and if anyone would like to give me a phone call, if you need any assistance, I am available and willing to assist from an education perspective. Right, have an awesome day and start looking what's in that black hole. Right, bye-bye.